Hey everybody. On today's episode we're going to be talking about the fall, harvest festivals and leftovers, that sort of thing. Now, most countries in northern hemispheres have harvest festivals of some sort. It's because there's a natural transition from summer into fall into winter. The knowledge that bountiful work that you did in the earlier period of your life or in the season has borne fruit, and then it's all going to die off and we're going to have hardship. So in this episode, I had a really bountiful summer, lots of good stuff from the garden, and a nice turkey for Thanksgiving, and now I'm going to try and figure out what to do with it. Let's take a look. So here we have an 11-pound turkey that I did for Canadian Thanksgiving. Now, to roast a bird, it's very simple. The formula is this: 20 minutes plus 20 minutes per pound at 350 for a smaller turkey. A bird of this size will undoubtedly leave you with some leftovers. So we're going to tackle that. I'm going to make a nice turkey pie. So to make our pie filling, we're going to use some carrots, some celery, some leftover cooked potatoes that I had with the turkey, and some frozen peas, and about 1.5 pounds of turkey meat, whatever you can get off of the bird. Cook the filling. 2 cups of vegetable stock were brought up to a boil for 15 minutes with all the ingredients, and then we strain it off and we capture all that liquid. That's going to be the foundation for the sauce. To make the foundation of our sauce, we're going to use a 1/4 cup of butter, some chopped up onion, and some minced up garlic. First step, get the butter foaming, then we're going to add our onions and garlic. As soon as it's transparent and starts to go a little bit golden, we're going to add a 1/4 cup of flour, maybe a bit less. Then we're going to add all that reserved liquid that we made from our filling earlier. This is the basis of a sauce which is known as a velouté. As with any roux-based sauce or flour-based, you want to make sure that that flour is well cooked out before you add your stock. If you don't, it tastes rather chalky and it's not very appealing. So cook out your flour in the butter, then add your stock. At this point, we return all that cooked filling back into the sauce so that it gets to bind up and gets coated. Also, you could add things like paprika, savory, other kinds of herbs and spices to it just to bump the flavor up a little bit. Now, you let it reduce, thicken up a bit, and that's going to be a filling for our pie. In this particular application, we're using a medium heat. Now, you don't want it too high or else it'll just scorch up and burn, and you don't want to leave it on there too long because then you won't be able to pour it into your pie shell. It's a balancing act, but you can do it. So we let the filling cool down, then we line a pan with my grandmother's winter vegetable pie dough, which you can see in a previous episode. Then we preheat the oven at 375, put a top on it, and we let it go for 45 minutes until it's golden brown. It's a good way to get rid of some of the leftovers, and it's pretty tasty too. So make any kind of decorative pattern that you want, just make sure that the holes are big enough for the steam to escape so your pie doesn't become soggy. Anyways, share, like, subscribe, and I hope you have a great week.